Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava Metzia, page 63b, continuing on from Rava's statement of Amar Rava Hashtad Amar Rabbi Yana. Now that Rabbi Yana is saying, now we're on 63b on the top, the words Ma'ali Hain, except that we say, what difference is it to me if he referred to the produce, and what difference is it to me if he referred to the produce's value? Meaning that we do not require the payment to be in the form of the produce stipulated. We therefore also say, what difference is it to me if he referred to the produce's value, and what difference is it to me if he referred to the produce? And therefore one may set a price by the market rate, and this is permitted, even though he does not have produce at the present moment, since he could purchase it if he wished. It is considered as though he had the produce in his possession, and therefore one may make an agreement with another to provide him with produce for a later date in accordance with the current price. Rav Papa and Rav Huna, son of Yehoshua, raised an objection to the opinion of Rava from the aforementioned Braita, which explicitly states, with regard to all of them, if he has the produce in his possession, the transaction is permitted, and if he does not have it, the transaction is prohibited. Rava said to them, the Tana there is referring to a transaction for the repayment of the debt conducted after a loan has been given, but before it has been repaid. Whereas Rabbi Yana is dealing with an actual sale without any loan at all, and therefore there is no interest involved. Rava and Rav Yosef both say, what is the reason that the sages said one may set a price by the market rate, and that one may do so even though the rate he does not have to have the produce in his possession? Because the buyer says to the seller, your favor is taken and thrown on the thorns. In other words, I am deriving no benefit from my transaction with you, as how have you helped me? If I had money in my hands, I would buy the produce myself in the towns of Hini and Shili, nearby market towns, at an inexpensive price. Consequently, the acquisition of produce at the current market rate is of no benefit to him. Abaye said to Rav Yosef, but if that is so, Abaye said to Rav Yosef, but if that is so, according to the same logic, it should be permitted to lend a se'ah of produce, for a se'ah of the same produce, as the lender can say to the borrower, your favor is taken and thrown on the thorns, since he says to him, I stand to gain nothing from the se'ah you will later give me, as the price of my wheat would increase it if it were to remain in my granary, and therefore the loan does not benefit me at all. For will the wheat burn in my warehouse? Rav Yosef said to him, the two cases are different, as there is referring to a loan, and consequently there is a concern about interest, whereas here it is a sale. Ada bar Abba said to Rava, but with regard to establishing the repayment of a loan, upon produce valued at the market rate, the buyer does stand to gain from the agreement, as if he would have to go to acquire produce elsewhere, he would have to give a dinar to a broker, and therefore he gains a dinar from the early payment. Rava said to him, the case is one where the buyer also gives the seller the broker's fee. Rav Ashi said, there is generally no need to add this fee, as a person's dinars serve as a broker for him. One who has ready cash has no need for the services of a broker.